Good afternoon, sir. This is Abhimanyu from EE department. Roll number belongs to 3. Welcome to my presentation about pressure cables, sir. So let's start. Pressure cables. This is one of the type of underground cables which is used as transmission lines for distribution of power for various areas, as you already taught us. In this presentation, I am going to go in detail about the pressure cables. So, what is pressure cables? Why it is used? So, pressure cables is mainly used to avoid the voids, which are always present in insulation of a cable. But for cables operating voltages which are beyond 66 or up to 230 kilovolt, it is not a simple thing. So, we can neglect, which leads to breakdown of voltage. So in order to eliminate the adequate amount of voids formed, we are using pressure cables. So in these pressure cables, it is of two types, that is oil filled cables and gas pressure cables. As the name indicates, oil filled cables, here oil is playing a major part. In these cables, the successive amounts of channels and ducts are provided for the oil circulations, which are supplied by means of external reservoirs that is placed at the suitable distance along the route of the cable. So by circulating the oils into the cables, and hence by using the pressure of oils, we are eliminating the voids formed. So it is divided into three types. That is how the oil is circulated, as it is divided into three types. That is single core conductor channel, single core sheath channel, 3-core filler space channel. Single core conductor channel, what is it? As the name indicates, that a single core conductor channel, that is consists of only single core conductor, and the oil channel is formed at the center by stranding the conductor wire around the hollow cylindrical steel spiral tape. And hence the oil under pressure is supplied to the channel by means of the external reservoirs, as I already said. As we see the diagram, the oil duct is present at the center of the conductor, around which the conductor is placed of hollow cylindrical steel spiral tapes, and the protective layers are as follows. The disadvantage of this type of cable is that the channel is at the middle. As it is in the middle, it will be at full voltage with respect to earth, so that a very complicated system of joints is necessary. And before going to next type, so why oil is used? So it's simple, that is oil expands when temperature increases and oil compresses when temperature decreases. So this, if we apply here, when temperature increased in the conductor, the oil expands and the remaining oil is fed into the reservoirs, and if the conductor is very cooled down, the oils will compress and the required amount of oils is directly taken from the reservoirs. By means of this cyclic process, there will be a certain amount of pressure will be maintained along the conductor continuously, which leads to eliminate the voids present in it. The another similar types of these channels are single core sheath channel, which is nothing but in this type of cable, the conductor is solid, similar to that of a solid cable, and is paper insulated. That is, the oil channels are present in the metallic sheath. As we notice in diagram, the oil channels are present in the metallic sheath, and the conductor is placed at the center of the center. Three-core oil filled channel. The next type is 3-core oil filled channel. The name indicating 3-core, that is, it consists of 3 cores, that is 3 conductors, and in this cable the oil ducts are located in the filler spaces. These channels are composed of the perforated metal ribbon tubing and are at the earth potential. And with this, the oil filled cables are done. Moving to its advantages, it has mainly three advantages. First, formation of voids and ionizations are avoided, as we already discussed. Secondly, allowable temperature range and dielectric strength are increased. Thirdly, if there is leakage, the defect in the lead sheath is once indicated and the possibility of earth falls is decreased. And moving on to the next, gas pressure cables. The voltage required to set up ionization inside a void increases as pressure is increased. Therefore, if ordinary cable is subjected to a sufficiently high pressure, the ionization can be altogether eliminated. At the same time, the increased pressure produces radial compression, which tends to close any voids, which is the basic principle of gas pressure cables. Here also we are following the same procedure of oil filled cables. Instead of oils, we are using gas to give the pressure. Moving on to its construction, it is of triangular shape and the thickness of lead sheath is 75% that of solid cable. The triangular section reduces the weight and gives low thermal resistance, but the main reason for triangular shape is that the lead sheath acts as a pressure membrane, and this sheath is protected by a thin metal tape. The cable led in a gas tight steel pipe. The pipe is filled with dry nitrogen gas at 12 to 15 atmospheres. The gas pressure produces radial compression and closes the voids that may have formed between the layers of paper insulation. The overall advantage of these cables are it can carry more load current and operated at high voltages than a normal cable. Moreover, maintenance cost is small and the nitrogen gas helps in quenching and flame. But the only disadvantage is its cost is very high. And with this, I am completing my presentation. So thank you, sir. Have a nice day.